Good morning everybody, and this is your SP 500 day trade setups for today. So as expected, short was not the answer yesterday. A bit of confusion, sort of a big down, big up day. But I think the key thing here is we have broken through this level, and you can see there's been basically 4 touches, call that 5 touches at that level in the past, and that is 4388 or 4389. So that's kind of the structure there, and then the structure to the downside, which never really got tested yesterday, which was 4340, which is a huge weekly level that we had. Remember, we said we'd come back to the gap, close the gap, and see what happens from there, and that's pretty much what happened. So right now, when you look at the 3 hour, this does look like a flag, in all honesty. So I think what you do want to do, just try and keep this uncluttered. So there's what was the original part of the flag, and if you draw the top one there, you'll see. So we drop below it, and now we're trading along it. So I would just do that. That makes it into a channel now. Look at my oscillators, very strong to the upside, but we are in a zone which could influence price, and right here, but we have got a few bars above this pin bar that we have here. So what you need to do is drop down to the hour, and you're looking to see where is the next bit of structure here, and even that doesn't really help us at all. So a simple scenario at the moment, we do have a crossover of the moving averages on the hour, so there is potential for a trend reversal. We're still below our trend indicator, which is the 150 EMA, but could be a flag, could be the start of a rounding bottom. So this structure that you see here could very well be a big cup and handle, or alternatively it could just be a channel, and it just continues in the channel. So the higher time frames are indicating that there is potential for something to happen. Lower time frames, it's still a little bit wonky. So just want to put this level in, which is what we spoke about yesterday, and that was last week Thursday swing low. And if you remember correctly, I said you probably see some support off there, and there is a gap. It makes the most logical sense, and that's exactly what happened. Nice juicy inside bar off there with follow through. So you could have taken it up there, or just put your entry up there. So you can see there 61 point, and hit the first target 220 points, and then hit the second level, which was 300 odd points. So definitely, and the oscillators group to the downside, pretty much everything. The only thing that wasn't with you was the moving averages, which are all over the place. Anyway, what we have today is pretty much more of the same. I'm just going to use this level here. You do have a big rejection bar here, which does make sense. So I would be looking at 43.82 as an option, and then the other one is going to be 43.88, and then this swing high from yesterday at 43.97. So 4400 is obviously the next big round level, and that's kind of where we are now. So we're kind of hovering here at this 4400 area. So what I would be doing is paying very close attention. If we get away from this aggressively, then I'm looking for the pullback onto it. I'm not sure I want to be shorting here. I'd rather buy into any pullback. So it's going to be this one, 43.88 or 43.89 and 43.82. Those are two that I would be paying attention to quite seriously. Now, there are gaps here to the downside, so that is a little bit concerning. And if I'm correct, no, that wasn't. I thought this was a gap, but it's not. And I think this one, that's not, it might be like half a point there. That's not that clear. That one's closed. So it's really only this one here. There's a little gap here. And then by the looks of things, Okay, no, there's no gap there. Okay, so it's really just this little gap here, and it's a very small gap nevertheless. So anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Looking for pullback, we get some structure. It's going to be another opportunity to buy into it. We start dropping below the low of Friday. That starts to trigger a flag. And if you just, I'm not going to draw the line on the top. You can do it yourselves. But there's the structure there. If you draw along the top there, that gives you your flag in a bearish move. So could very well still play out, and you're going to need to see this on the 3-hour. That's why this swing low here is important on the 3-hour, because it could trigger something, and if everything's lining up for a pullback, to be honest. So this is a very strong area of what should be, or if it breaks through, it should be support. But nevertheless, on the 15 minutes, it is up. So it is up until it's not. So you want to trade with the trend, and that is what we should be doing. Drop below the low Friday and come back and test some structure here. That's going to reverse the trend, and you'll more than likely target this area again at 43.40. So anyway, that's kind of me for today. Small positions, guys, tight stop losses, because it could be a turn, or it could just be a bigger move to the downside. So you can always add to a position that is profitable. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.